Team, Sage here, aka the Golf Hacker. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 23 of Scratch22. Course vlogs are back. Every shot of my latest round of golf. I've got the first 9 for you here. Let's get to the first tee. So those of you that have watched my videos before know that the first hole here at Cruise is a very tough one, 436 yard par 4. I get a reasonable strike on that drive, so I've got 180 yards in here with the 6 iron. The wind picks it up and just drags it away from my target. It was another fairly good strike, so we're off to not a bad start here. So I've got this chip up onto the green, and I'll be on the green in 3 with a reasonable look at par here from 11 feet. Fairly good start. Know if I can make this putt, I'm off to a very good start. Unfortunately, I'm dragging this one to the left, but I will tidy up, so we'll start with a bogey. On to the second hole now, 3 hybrid in hand, and again just pulling this one a little bit to the left. Not a bad strike. It'll leave me with about 150 yards in to the green. This 7 iron, getting a bit of a slice on it. The wind carries it, looks like it's going out of bounds, but lucky for me, I've got a members bounce off the tree, puts it back into play. I've got this chip up onto the green. Again, a fairly good strike on this one, so I will have a decent look at par here. Another breaky putt, which I just wasn't brave enough to aim far enough away from the hole, so again that's breaking down short of the hole, but it's a second bogey, 2 over through 2. 168 yard par 3 now on the third. Try and catch this 6 iron, punch one low, but I catch it chunky instead, so I'm still well short of the green here. 70 yards in to the pin. This one's just right of my target, but it is about the length I'm looking for, pin high. So I've got a 13 footer here. Another reasonable look at par. Don't know what I was reading there. It was not the green. Didn't break at all, but we'll take a bogey and move on. Pretty average strike of the driver there, a bit of a smother hook, pull it out to the left. So I've got to navigate some trees here. I do punch this one underneath the tree and get a reasonable roll on it on the fairway. Nice to get a bit of roll now with the greens and fairways. Starting to look pretty tight here as summer rolls in. Just under 200 yards here, land it just short of the green, and lucky for me, short of the sand there. A tight lie though sitting here, so I've got a nervy one to punch over this bunker. I do catch it thin, and this one's going to roll right out towards the back of the green, so I will have a pretty long putt here back towards the hole. Got some work to do if I want to stay on my bogey start and 2 putt from this distance. Again, not brave enough to aim far enough away from the hole, so I've left myself here a nervy 5 footer. These are the putts when I'm having a bad day, a bad round, that just don't drop for me, but not for the first time across the course of this round. You'll see those drop for me, and it really shows on the scorecard. On to the 5th now. This drive goes straight through the shrub, lucky for me, so I do have a look into the green from 215 yards out. Probably the strike of the day with that 4 hybrid of mine, landing just short of the green, so I'll have a reasonable look at the pin here from around 29 yards, 50 degree in hand. Nice little punchy one, but this one releases a lot further than I thought it would, so I've gone past the hole, but again I will have a reasonable look at par, 19 foot, coming back down the hill a little bit here. Again, just not breaking the way I thought it would, but not a bad putt from the distance. A nice easy tap in for yet another bogey. On to the 6th and another par 5, and we're off to a much better start. This one rolling reasonably far with the slope, so got a decent look here at the green, pull out the 3 hybrid, and I pay the price here, knowing that I never tend to strike this club well. I pull this one to the left, and as you can see now I'm navigating a tree right in my target line, so aiming to punch this one just left of the tree and roll it out onto the green. Unfortunately, it doesn't roll enough through the rough stuff, so I've still got another chip onto the green, but thanks to some good distance across those first 2 shots, I'm able to get this one nice and close. So once again, not playing the best of golf, but still getting myself on the green and good looks at par. So this one, 11 foot for my first par of the day. It's not going to break for me once again, so we'll tidy up again for yet another bogey. 6 over through 6 now, on to the second par 3 of this front 9. This one's shaping beautifully, but unfortunately for me it's landed just short of the ridge and rolls down into the bunker, so obligatory wiggle off the bottom there to get myself settled into the sand for this sand shot, and not a bad result, to be fair. Rolls out past the hole, so I will have a reasonable look at par once again. 13 foot this one. It's a downhill putt though, so it just needs a gentle little tap. This one not breaking as much as I thought, but again I'm tidying up for bogey. On to the 8th, 7 over through 7, not looking so bad now. This drive is out to the right hand side, but it will leave me around 125, 128 yards in. This one starts nicely on the target line, just fades a bit to the right, but the slope of the green does bank that way, so it rolls back out to the left hand side of the hole. So I've got my first birdie putt of the day. This one is looking good, but I just haven't put enough on it. Started on a great line, it was looking good, so I'm tidying up, but this time it's for my first par of the day. On to the 9th now, pulling this drive off to the left, and it's a nervous wait watching this one come down, and I can see it rolling near the out of bounds, but lucky for me it has stayed inside, so leaving me 98 yards into the pin. This one catching a little bit chunky, but again the summer roll of the ball has me up onto the green and looking at my second birdie putt of the day. 18 foot up the hill, give it a fair bit to the left, not quite enough though, so it's going to drop short. But once again I'm tidying up, my second par of the day. So 7 bogeys and 2 pars on the front 9 leaves me at 7 over heading into the back 9. The back 9's come unstuck for me a number of times at this course, so make sure you tune in next week for part 2 of this vlog. But thanks for tuning in today. Hope to see you next week. Take it easy.